Good morning. So I am back after a week-long break that I desperately needed. I've done some readjusting, figured out where I need to be in the world of being an astrologer, and I've always kind of known it. I just was trying to keep my options open, but truth be told, working with trauma is probably where I need to be putting my focus because that is where I thrive. So if you are interested in any kind of readings that help with working on your trauma, let me know. I do have one specifically for that. But today is Monday. It is November 4th, and we are starting fresh. After that Mars-Pluto opposition over the weekend where things got a little bit weird, I know I had a very strange weekend. I had a lot of moments where I definitely questioned my own mental health because things just got very strange, and I asked myself several times, is this really happening? Type of thing. But we're in a new groove. We're getting moving forward. Mars is now in Leo. This is a time where we are taking action to really show up as ourselves, right? So we might have to fight for that a little bit because we are still with this Pluto at 29 degrees of Capricorn, but it's definitely a much more fun energy, a little more lighthearted than where we've been over the last few months for sure. It still can be a bit feisty, so just kind of keep that in mind, especially with the North Node still being in Aries. There's this real push to move forward as your true self and who you really are and really show up as yourself right now. So, and keep in mind as well that the Mars-Pluto opposition is not over. It will repeat itself at the beginning of January and then again at the end of April. But the difference this time is instead of it being at that 29th degree of Capricorn and Cancer, it's actually going to be from the Aquarius Leo axis. So it's really about making sure that you're showing up as yourself. You're not blending in with the crowd. You're not, just doing what everybody else expects you to do during that time. So there's still some feistiness to come over the next few months, but it is definitely in a lighter energy. Mars likes being in fire signs, so it's a good energy to embrace. So today we also have the Sun still in Scorpio in a trine to Saturn, retrograde, still in Pisces. This is a wide open door to Saturnian themes, and from the world of Cancer, this is a great time for that shadow work. That wide open door to Saturn oftentimes can bring tests and boundaries coming up, things stopping you in your path. It's also a great time to stand in your authority as well. This could show up as spiritual tests and emotional tests with this water sign energy being so strong. So definitely make sure that you are holding your boundaries and make sure that you are listening to your intuition during this time and you're taking action based on that intuition. And then we have the moon in Sagittarius today. So that actually puts Jupiter retrograde in charge for the day. They're in Gemini. So there's definitely some energy here of maybe reviewing some old ideas or some old conversations. The moon is going to oppose it's going to oppose Jupiter and conjunct Venus today. So there could be some old conversations that come up. There's this need to find some truth in this as well. It could be fun conversations. I mean, Sagittarius likes to have a good time and be a little sarcastic and smart aleck as well, and just really have fun. But there is a desire to find the truth right now, and especially about past situations. So we've been through a lot of trials. We've been through a lot of stuff going on. Today is very much a kind of a slow down day with these retrogrades being highlighted today by the luminary planets. So our energy of the day is the Empress. So this is okay, we've made it through. We're at a point where we can stop for a second and look at what progress we've made. Definitely kind of reassessing almost. It's like taking a moment to stop and look around you and go, okay, I have all of this stuff. This is a great energy to be in right now. I'm feeling abundant. Take that time to understand where your abundance lies and just embrace how far you've come, the progress that you've made for the day. we are focusing on the Knight of Pentacles. So this is making sure that you're slowing down, right? What all have you been doing? What have you been growing over the last several months, really? I mean, that Mars-Pluto opposition, it goes all the way back to the conjunction in February of this past year. So what have you been growing since February? Where are you in this process? What has come up for you during this time? Take the time to slow down and look at that. See where all you've made any kind of growth, where you need to make changes. This is really about just taking the time to enjoy the progress that you've made, okay? What we're avoiding is the Three of Wands. So we're not going to be trying to move forward today. Today is just about taking the time to relax in the energy that we've been in all of this time. You know, we're just take the moment to, okay, this is past. I can breathe for a second. You don't have to be productive all the time, right? Like I say it over and over again, hustle culture is stupid. Hustle culture creates trauma, and it creates a situation where you live in fight or flight mode, so you can never actually take the time to work through your traumas. All right, sorry about that. My dogs were being weird. Bottom of the deck is King of Pentacles. So like there's just this really stable energy of the day. Remember, Mars moving into Leo. Leo is a fixed sign. So there's a change from like this actionable energy of the cardinal signs into this stable fixed energy, right? So definitely today, just slow down. Look at how far you've come. Don't worry about doing what all you need to do. Nope, I meant to say what all you think you need to do. So let's pull some clarifiers here for the Empress. Feeling a little bit distracted with these dogs this morning. Clarifiers on the Empress, please. Let's see, we've got Six of Pentacles. Man, like this is all about stability today. And Two of Pentacles. The Pentacles are strong today. So I said, again, energy of the day is the Empress. Feeling abundant. Taking the time to see what growth you've made. What you've been building, right? So there is like this underlying energy too of, you know, help, giving and receiving help and finding balance, right? Oftentimes we find our balance in helping others or, you know, this one-on-one interactions with others. So really the energy of the day is taking that time to just slow down, see where maybe you still need to find some balance in your life, see where maybe you need to ask for help, but definitely an energy of just breathe and enjoy what you worked for. Clarifiers for our Knight of Pentacles. Clarifiers for the Knight of Pentacles. Sorry, my oldest puppy dog, he's getting some doggy dementia, so he paces a lot. Clarifiers for the Knight of Pentacles. We've got the Emperor. Wow, this could not be any more clear. And the Devil. All right, so this is all about making sure that you're in control, right? Making sure, taking that time, we're focusing on that slow movement, looking at things like the Knight of Pentacles is the one knight that is not like rushing into something, right? He's moving slow. He's watching the things grow that's been planted, like he's watching his field grow, basically. And it's about making sure that nobody else is interfering with that. You're protecting what you've built. You're protecting the seed that you've planted. You are making sure that no one else is coming in and pulling the strings on how that's going to go, right? So definitely focus on making sure that you are the one in control of your life. You're the one that's in control of your decisions, and make sure that you're defending yourself in the way that you need to be defending your decisions and your harvest that you are growing, right? So clarifiers for our Three of Wands. Clarifiers for why are we avoiding the Three of Wands? Well, we've got Seven of Swords. That tracks. Seven of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. So this really goes along with the Devil on this Knight of Pentacles here. There could be somebody else in your orbit who is trying to like mess with how you are growing your goals, whatever it is that you're working towards, right? So that's why we need to slow down. We need to slow down and make sure that we're the ones in control of that, and we're not allowing somebody else to come in and be sneaky and plant little ideas in your head of how you should change. There's a lot of people in the world that don't like it when other people succeed. Okay, so really make sure that you're the one that is taking care of things. This sun trine that Saturn, it is very much shining a light on shady behavior as well. So that could really show up today, okay? 4 swords on the bottom. Resting your brain, clearing your mind, and making sure that you're seeing things from the whole picture, from the whole perspective, and you're just slowing down to actually work with the energies in front of you instead of constantly trying to get stuff done. That's how we miss stuff, is when we're rushing to do things all the time. Also, that Jupiter being in charge today and being retrograde, that is that backtracking energy of what did I miss when Jupiter was going forward and things were growing so fast, right? So what kind of behavior did you miss? What kind of comments were people making that you missed? Like, this is going to be about communication as well. So what ideas did you have that maybe somebody shot down? Like, really pay attention to other people's reactions to your growth right now and make sure that they're not trying to hinder you from being able to move forward.